Hey friend, my name is Graham Cochrane, and today I am quitting social media. Well, at least for 30 days. That's right, I'm starting a 30-day social media detox. No Instagram, no Facebook, no Twitter, no nothing. There are a few reasons why, and this is very much a personal thing. This is not a teaching video. I just want to bring you into my thought process because I want to always be honest with you and I want to help and encourage you. So if social media has been something that you kind of struggle with on some level, feel free to listen. Don't be judged. I'm not judging you. I don't even know what your social media habits are, but this is for me. And there's some reasons why I'm pulling the plug on social media for a full month. So I'm shooting this video for the new year. This video is going up on January 1st. And for the entire month of January, I'm going to be completely off social media. I'm deleting all the apps on my phone, getting rid of the bookmarks on my web browser. I won't be posting to social media for anything personal, and I won't be looking at social media for anything personal. The only exception will be I'll have auto posts to Facebook and Twitter for my business content on the two brands, but I won't be handling that. I won't be in it. It'll just be going up automatically so that at least my content can be shared to others who want to check it out. Now, why? Why am I doing this? And what is my hope for this? Well, I love and hate social media. I mean, social media is a part of our lives. I mean, it's 2019. And so with that being said, it's a normal thing to have, to use. It is a way I connect with you, my students. It's a way I connect with other influencers and educators that I learn from. It's a way I connect with customers. It's the way I just connect with family members or see funny videos. It's a fun, great tool in a lot of ways. But in the last 15 years or so that we've had social media in its current form, I feel like it's more destructive than it is helpful. And I can only speak from personal experience. Now, there are studies out there being done on the addictive qualities of social media. And I'm not going to go into those here because I'm not that smart and it's not really the point of this video. But yes, it is the next great addiction. If you've ever found yourself at a traffic light in your car and you've got 60 seconds where you can't do anything, have you ever reached for your phone, swiped up and hit Instagram or Twitter or Facebook? Then yeah, that's an addiction. If we can't sit still for 60 seconds at a red light and we have to check something that we probably checked just 3 minutes earlier, there's some addictive qualities there. It's habitual. We're not even thinking about it. But I'm not going to go there today because I'm going to speak about myself. One of the problems with social media is the comparison trap. Okay. You see everybody on social media, what they're doing, what they're wearing, what vacations they're taking, how pretty their house is, how pretty their spouse is, how happy their family looks. And then you compare that to your real life. And we know this. We know it's not 100% real because it's not the full story, but it still has the same effect. We feel discontent. We don't like our house, our spouse, our income bracket, our vacations. That's a real thing. Now, interestingly enough, I don't really follow anybody on social media, so I actually don't struggle with this. I don't compare myself to other people because I just really don't follow many people at all. So I don't use social media in the way a lot of people do as a consumer or a viewer of what others are doing. I don't follow really any celebrities. I don't follow most of my friends or family members. I don't follow people. Instead, I use social media as a platform to get my messages out there. So I use social media primarily to produce content, to share, to influence. It's a platform for me. So I don't use it to consume. So I rarely am comparing myself to other people, although that does happen. It's just not really an issue for me on social because I don't see anybody to compare myself to. But I use social media to produce. And with that come three problems for me personally. Number one is I find myself sitting on my phone thinking I should share something. I should promote something on Instagram. And when I say promote, I don't really mean a course or a product because I don't sell on social media, but I need to stay active on the platform, have something wise to share, something eye-opening or encouraging, something that will make an impact on my audience for a couple reasons. One, I want to look smart. to you. I want to seem impressive. I want to seem worthy of following. Two, I want to stay in your world, because if I stay in your world, I stay top of mind and you think of me, you remember me, and then you might engage with my content more, so that perhaps down the road, you might actually ingest a piece of content and it might help you, which might make you a super fan. And if you're a super fan, you might buy my stuff one day. So it's selfish in that regard, as one day you might become a customer because I've influenced you enough or helped you enough for free. But also deeper than that is like this weird fear of not mattering. My identity is like tied into being a teacher and being an influencer and sharing and impacting my audience. And so I think if I haven't had anything to post in a while, am I not influential? Am I not interesting? Am I not worthy of following? And that means, am I a nobody? Because my identity, like it or not, gets wrapped into what I'm sharing and teaching and how I'm helping. So if I don't feel like I'm really influencing you or helping you or sharing something new or insightful, then am I doing anything of value? Now, this sounds silly when I say it out loud, which is sometimes good then to vocalize your thoughts. Because when I say these things, I feel like, well, Graham, that's kind of silly. But it's true. It reveals that I struggle with that. So literally, I'll find myself sitting on my phone thinking, I should be sharing something. What have I done lately that I could share that's interesting? And then it just feels so forced and so fake and so stupid. So most of the time I don't. I genuinely try to only share when I have something to share, but sometimes a week or two will go by and haven't posted anything on Instagram or Facebook because I don't have anything to post other than my content. So when that happens, all I have to say is I feel like the platform is controlling me. I'm not using it to do what I intended to do, which is just to be able to get my ideas out there and to influence and teach. I'm becoming a slave to it. Like, Graham, you haven't shared anything in a while. Got to come up with something interesting to share. And that makes no sense if there is nothing interesting to share. So it just kind of isn't good for my heart when I'm sitting there thinking like, shouldn't I share something? I hope I'm important. I hope I stay in their world. It's just not good. Second to that, I have found personally in the last year or two that I have been on my phone more than I used to be after hours. So when I'm home from work, Shay's making dinner and we're all in the kitchen and we're catching up with the girls and how their school day went, and maybe they're practicing piano, maybe they're doing homework, maybe we're having a snack, maybe we're just laughing. But if the conversation shifts to Shay and the girls for a moment and there's less direct interaction with me, I find myself going over to the counter where I put my phone and picking it up and just checking to see if anyone has liked my posts or commented on my post or reshared anything, because I'm looking for validation. I could have posted it just an hour ago or 5 minutes ago, and I'm still looking to see if there's something new. This is like addiction 101, where I'm getting at dopamine hit when I see that some activity has happened. I like to see those little hearts, the little things that pop up at the bottom of Instagram when you log into it. It makes me feel good. And for some reason, I think like in the last 5 minutes, maybe something has changed and maybe there's some more likes and I have to check and see. This goes back to the identity piece. This is so weird. But what I found is that I'm over in the corner. My oldest, Chloe, she even knows. She's like, Dad, you've got your corner over there in the kitchen where you're looking down at your phone. That's like your phone corner. She like said that the other day. And it like crushed me. It crushed me because your kids, my kids, they learn what you teach them, but they learn what they see you do also. And they're starting to see me on my phone. I've had all day if I wanted to be on my phone. They wouldn't even see me. And I'm on my phone when they see me. All that's going to do is communicate to them that I'm not really interested in what's happening presently in my home. I'm more interested in what's happening on my phone or out there in the world, which is sad because that's really not true, or it shouldn't be true. At least I hope not. And two, it communicates to them that that's what they should want to do, that they should want to be on their phone. I mean, their friends have phones in elementary school. They want a phone. They don't push it too much because we haven't created a culture of that, but they already see that that's what mom and dad do. They have phones and they like phones, and it makes them want to be on a phone all the time. And I don't want them on a phone. They don't need to be on a phone. They're kids. So I've been noticing those patterns personally. It's harming my soul because I don't want my kids to see me on the phone all the time. I want them to see me present in the home. And that leads to the third and final issue with social media for me is when I'm posting to social media and checking social media, it just makes me more detached. I feel like I have low level anxiety that's hard to describe in a way that I didn't have a decade ago before I was actively on social media. Uh, I was a more content, happier, more present person 10, 15 years ago than I am today. My head is spinning all the time, and not just because I'm a business owner, not just because I'm a parent. Those things are busy enough as it is. But you add to that the layer of existing for all these people out there in the world. I have hundreds of thousands of people that follow me that I can impact and influence. And unfortunately, I think about them sometimes and what they think of me more than I think about my kids, my wife, my family, my friends, people in my church, thinking about impacting them or what they think of me. And it shouldn't really matter what people think of you, but I'm more concerned about my platform at times and the influence I have out there in the world as opposed to the influence here in my home with the small little family that God gave me that is the most important group of people I should be influencing, my wife and my kids, and then those in my community. So I see this disconnect and I see my heart like wanting to have more influence there because it feels better, right? They don't know the real me. You don't know the real me all the time. You don't have to put up with my mess. You can just see the version of me that I want to share with you. I don't have to deal with your mess. It's very like safe. There's like the glass wall between us, like at the zoo. Whereas my family, I have to deal with the mess of my family and they have to deal with my mess. And it's just messier. It's not as pretty. So I see that happening, my drift towards being out there minded and not present. And I want to be present because I don't want to have that low level anxiety of wondering how my posts are doing, what people think, or my image, or whatever, right? The trolls out there, all that stuff. It's exhausting. So I'd rather be more inward focused in the home, more present in my home, more content and at peace in my home. So that's where I've been for the last couple years, and it's been driving me nuts. And I just decided I have to test my heart to make sure that I'm okay without social media. I shouldn't need social media to exist. If I do, I'm addicted to it, and that's weird. Okay, if I use it as a tool, a helpful tool, that's okay. There's helpful tools that we can use in our businesses and our lives, but I don't know if I use it as a helpful tool as much as I feel like there's a little bit of an addictive quality and some low level anxiety, and I'm just sick of it. So I am taking 30 days off from social media. And the reason I made a video about it is, and I debated making a video about this, it's not that I want to judge you secretly. It's not that I'm judging you. It's not that I want you to take 30 days off. Come join me on my challenge. This is completely personal. I have no idea if you struggle with this at all. The stats would say that you probably do, but again, I'm not a sociologist. I don't pay attention to that stuff as much as I pay attention to my own jacked upness. I'm sharing this because I want to be honest with you. All the content that I share is meant to actually help you. Like, I'm not blowing smoke up your butt. I'm not manipulating you or lying to you about how to build a business or how online business works. Or everything I share is the truth, and it's what works, at least what's worked for me for a decade. This isn't 100% business related, but it's slightly business related. For one, I want to share this because I want you to know that I struggle and that I'm human. And I want you to know where I struggle, because business done well isn't about making money as much as it's about making money, serving people well, and then having balance in your life. And if I'm making money and serving people well, but there's imbalance in my home life because of social media, then my business it's jacked up and I need to get the balance back. So this is part of that balance. And I want to be honest with you and just share how I struggle, because maybe you can identify. A subtle secondary reason I want to share with this is because if you're a business owner or you want to be business owner, especially if you're an online business owner, you might be thinking, how can I run a business without social media? And this is something that's a subtle, smug point of mine, because I don't buy the whole social media is necessary for business thing. And I'm trying to prove that once again. I'm not going to be on social media. I'm not going to be checking it. I'll be sharing my posts, like I said at the beginning, automated online, just so that who people follow it can see my content. But I email it out as well. But the good thing is I will still be making money even though I'm not on social media, even though I'm not interacting with anybody or liking comments or responding to comments, I will still make plenty of money because I have set my business up to not need social media. It is set up based around the content that's out there in the world, driving traffic to my site, to my opt-in, getting people on my email list. They're getting pitched products automatically in my funnel. It all works without me being involved, especially on social media. And that's going to prove a point that my business is going to continue to hum along without me. Okay. I don't need to be on social to make money, and neither do you. Does it help? Is it a great tool? Absolutely, it's a great tool, but you don't need it. I don't need it. So it's just a subtle point there is I want to show you that my businesses are going to be fine for 30 days or longer without me being active on social. So that's it. If you're watching this in real time, if you're watching this when the video went live, you're not going to see me posting or checking anything. You'll just see my videos going out through automated channels. I will not be on Facebook. I will not be on Instagram, and I will not be on Twitter. Those are the 3 platforms that I've historically used the most. I will not be active. So don't be mad. Don't be sad if I don't like a comment of yours or respond. I'm not that great at it anyway. It's just because I'm trying to detox for 30 days. After which, I'm going to come back with a video and sort of report to you how I'm feeling, how the 30 days went. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm hoping it is restorative. I'm hoping that it is informative. And I don't know if I'll continue to stay off social or do periodic detoxes or just come back refreshed and with a better perspective. But I'll update you in a future video, and I'll certainly update on social when I'm back. So that's it. That's what I'm doing to kick off my new year. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you're going to do something similar. Let me know if you've ever done this. Maybe you've already done a detox like this for a week or 10 days or 30 days or longer. I have friends of mine who have been off of social media for years at a time. So I know there are people that do this, and it's becoming more and more popular as people are feeling more and more burdened by this tool. So leave me a comment, start a discussion. Let me know what you think about it. If you want to join me, great. I'm not trying to make a challenge. You do not have to do what I'm doing. I don't care. I'm just trying to share with you what I'm doing. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking these videos and subscribing to the channel. You'll still see videos from me. I'll still be pumping out content to YouTube because that's just a platform where I share my actual weekly content. So don't worry, lots of good stuff coming this year. You just won't catch me on social for about 30 days. Have an awesome week. Happy New Year. I'll talk to you real soon.